morning everyone, welcome to the Sugar and Crumbs Facebook Live this morning, and if you're on YouTube, hello, big hello to YouTubers. Simon, can you believe it? I've remembered.
Well done.
I'm so bad. We must have a little prompt that says hello YouTubers. So anybody who's joined us for the first time, please give us a wave, let us know that you're here in the Sugar and Crumbs kitchen, and I'm hoping this is going to be a bit more chatty conversation. So what am I teaching you today? I don't know, I never really know what I teach you actually, I just do it my way, and lots of you seem to enjoy it, which is great. So one of the things that always puzzles me is colour. Just 1 minute, I'm just going to shut the door because, oh, Simon's going to do it for me. So one of the things that always puzzles me is colour. I don't know whether you have the same cupboards as me, look. Oh, sorry, they're empty these now. But all the tubs are all over there.
They're all on
That's a good idea.
They're all on the top, Carol.
Yeah. But you will know normally. Yeah, well, I don't know. Can you face the camera down that way, Simon? Can you turn it that way so they can see? Above past food mixers and stuff. Can you lift up? But they'll see that I've got tubs and tubs and tubs. So if you look over here, colour, colour, colour. All sorts of colour, and if you're anything like me, you go to cake shows. Which camera are we on now? So if you're anything like me, you go to cake shows or you go on a website, you see a colour and you just like buy it and go mad for it. So let me know if you're one of those. So in colour we buy dust, in dust we buy matte, we buy pearlise, we buy glitter, we then buy airbrush colours, there's water based, there's oil based. We buy paints, we buy gels, we buy gels in tubes, we buy gels in tubs where you need a little stick. There's so many things, and newbies come into the business and they're completely confused. Do we agree? So I've got Simon on the camera. Just send back your feedback, let him know what you're thinking and whether you agree with my thoughts. And I just thought today we will play. So I've got some ready pasted boards, okay? I've also got some flowers out that we're going to decorate, and I've also got the cake that Anna did. We're going to use the back of that, and we've got a little cake here that we're going to play on as well, just so that we can have a little play on everything, just to see how all the colours look like. Now, I may not get it all right, but I'll do my best to tell you what I know. So Simon, what type of feedback have we got coming back?
Well, we've got 152 on so far, so that's quite
fantastic.
a good start.
So I don't know who's on YouTube. So I've been looking at our YouTube channel, and on our YouTube channel we've got 15,000 subscribers, which is fantastic, and they've built up slowly over the years. But I also realised I actually don't do any prizes for the YouTubers, and funny enough, Simon and I were talking about that this morning. So we hope to change that as well. But the thing with YouTube, you can't actually like and share it. What you can do is place a comment. So I think we'll start doing something for the YouTubers where they can place a positive comment on each stream that we do, and then what we can do is we can look at doing a draw on each of those as well. So hopefully you'll like that, YouTubers. I can't look at any feedback because we actually haven't got it set up today, have we?
Oh, no. Oh, well.
The laptop. We'll have to look.
You have to make do with me just reading it, Kathy.
Yeah, so on today's live, what I'd like to do, if you're not a subscriber to our YouTube channel, what I'd like you to do is go over to YouTube. Don't do it now because I don't want you to disappear, but I'd like you to go over to YouTube, subscribe. It's completely free. All you have to do is put in your email address and then go in there, put your thumbs up on this live and let us know you've joined. Now, if you're already a member, don't worry, that's great. Just let me know that you've been a member and how long you've been following for. All I'm looking for is a comment, and I'm looking to build up my comments and likes, and so that we can start sharing our YouTube videos as well with everybody, because our Facebook lives get well shared, and I'd like to help that process with our YouTube channel as well. Right, okay, so Simon, have we got any feedback about anything at all?
Melissa Clark is asking, will you be giving some airbrush tips today?
I'm going to try and get through everything. Now, I'm not a big airbrushy person, But you know what? We'll put some airbrush colours in and we'll give them a spray and we'll see how they go.
Are you one of these people, Carol, who has an airbrush stuck in their cupboard that they never use?
Well, actually, Simon, you couldn't have got it so right, but I've used it twice this year. So I did show you earlier on in the year how to make metallic roses on buttercream. If you want me to do that as a full cake, we can do that. So that was quite good. That was really easy. Am I artistic with an airbrush? I would probably say I'm not. I'm still at the beginner stage. I am told by those who use an airbrush that it's very, very easy, but I do want to have a go at doing an ombre effect. Is that right? Ombre, or is it ombre?
What, like
It's
a
where you dark
Mexican
at the
friend?
bottom and you go lighter level, Simon.
All right, don't know what that is.
Oh, we've got so much things to learn. So here on the table, you're probably looking at what we've got
Pretty
here.
sure it's not an ombre though.
Pardon?
Pretty sure it's not an ombre.
Is it not an ombre? What is it? An ombre?
I don't know. Maybe someone will, maybe someone will let us know.
Yeah, O-M-B-R-E, isn't it? O-M-B-R-E. Is that not right?
I have no idea. Can anybody
What do you think
correct
an
us
ombre
on
is
this?
then?
What?
What do you think an ombre is then?
An ombre?
An ombre. Ombre.
Oh, God.
Oh well, you never know. First mistake of the day. We'll see. Right, okay, so let's talk about dusts first, okay? And then what the different types of dust. So what I'm just going to do is, I'm just going to use this little board. We'll paint it up in a minute. And let's just talk about a few of the dust that's out there. Now, Sugar and Crumbs does not stock every range of dust. Okay, most of the colours, and you'll hear Natalie Porter tell you this time and time again, lots of the different ranges have the same colours, but they just call it their name. So let's say you might have a moss green with one brand, but it may well be called green with another. It may well be called dark green with another brand. It may well be called, I don't know, rustic green. It could be called anything. I stock rainbow dust.
Ombre.
Ombre.
Yes.
What did I say?
You might have said ombre.
I'm sure I said ombre. I'm sure I said ombre. Right, so I do rainbow dust colours, colour splash colours, fake Cahill dust, and I think that may be it in the dust. Oh, fractal dust. Now the only reason I sell those is that's more than enough. There's more than enough colours in those ranges. And to be fair, you know what, I've got no problems with any of the other brands. You know, there's Roxy and Rich out there, which is an amazing brand. There's Magic Colour Dust out there, it's an amazing brand. But if I brought in every single brand of dust, I'd have no room in the warehouse for anything else. And we have to be realistic. You don't need every colour from every range. So, and lots of the colours are exactly the same. So what we'll do is we'll start with some matte colours, okay? So matte colours, what are they? All right, so let's do the colour splash. So we've got some matte there. And then let's have a look at the rainbow dust. Just 1 second. Did I leave my little tub of rainbow dust on my desk? I have a feeling I have, Simon. Do you want to just do a runner to my desk?
Will you be okay?
I'll stay here. Yes, I'll be okay. Do you want to just go and do a little runner to my desk? There should be a tub on my desk and a few other ones on my desk as well. We also do a range called Edible Art. It's not edible, it's Ed, E-D, Able, A-B-L-E, and then Art. In that range is an amazing range. I have to tell you, I'm always out of stock of that range. I buy it in, and then I go out of stock and I buy it in again. But it's manufactured by a very, very tiny little company, and the waiting list to get that product is quite a long time. So we'll be placing another order with them today because I just didn't realise just how much of stock we are. Brilliant, thank you. So in their range, when you're looking at dust as well, so let me just get out some rainbow dust colours. So when you're looking at dust as well, you also need to know which is edible dust and which is food contact dust. That's very, very important that you know that. So let's just have a look at this range here. Just getting out some other colours. And let's get some, let's talk about glitter as well, because we need to be mindful of that. And let me just get some rainbow dust colours. I thought I had those out as well. Looks like I did. Right. I wonder if they're in the cupboard up here. Just 1 second. So rainbow dust colours up here. Aha, there they are. See? Colours, look, loads of them. Colours, look, loads of them. I'll never use these. I'd have to reach 200 years of age twice to even get, I don't know, a little bit of a way through them. It's crazy, really. So we do the Fractile range. Let's just do greens on here. So different greens. Some rainbow dust greens. Just move that glitter out of the way. This is rainbow dust greens. You know, and then there's sugar flare colours. You know, there's just a whole load of them. So I'm just getting a few of these out on here for you to see. So I'll put these greens here. Are we on the overhead, Simon?
We are now.
Yep. So I'll put these greens here and you can see that they're very, very similar. So let's just put those dark ones there. Dark ones there. Let's move that one out. Up here. So how many greens do you want in your life? Are you on the overhead still?
Yeah.
So let's go to the front here. So how many greens do you want in your life? Do you really need all those greens? Nevertheless, no matter what brand it is, do you really need all those greens? Well, the simple answer is no, you don't. Okay, what you can actually do is you can actually use whatever colour you want and lighten it, and you can lighten it with a little bit of white powder, bring down the tone, or you can use other colours, another green, just to bring down the shades, add a little bit of darker green into a lighter green. So from whichever brand is your favourite brand, just stick with those colours, choose a green, a brown, a yellow, a lemon, an orange, and you won't go wrong. You don't need to have all the brands. As much as I'd love to sell them to you, you know, let's just get a little bit sensible, because I'm never going to use them. Okay, so when I give this job up and I retire, I'll donate this to the cake world. I've got a whole load of stuff I'll have to donate. Right, okay. So things with the black top here, these are from Edible Art. So if you see these are called food contact. Now, what is food contact? Well, basically it means it can be coloured onto your paste, onto your flowers, it can be coloured onto anything, and it can sit on top of the cake, but it can't be eaten, okay? And that's because it hasn't passed the government guidelines for eating. If you accidentally eat one, I wouldn't go rushing off to A&E. It won't cause you that much of a problem, but it's not recommended that you should eat them, okay? I'm not going to go into all that. You can work that out yourself. Just Google non-toxic, toxic. Well, they're not toxic, they're called non-toxic, and they're called food safe, they're called edible. So let's have a little look what we can do with other colours as well. So we've also got, so you've got matte colours, okay? Then you've got shiny colours like pearl colours. So you've got really nice pearl colours. Now you've got to watch some of the pearl colours, because some of them have a high content of copper or other metals in them, so you have to really watch them. So if they really, really, really bling, I would say that you can't eat them. They will be food content. So if you're looking for something that's shiny and shimmers and it's nice, and then just check if it's an edible food content. But I'd be very, very wary of anything that's got like a mirror effect on it. That I'm almost 99% sure that you cannot eat that. It's actually for decorative purposes only. So do be careful. If you're not sure, ask the supplier to give you the ingredients, and you can always go and check those on the government website whether they're safe or not as well. So those can all be lustered onto cakes, they can be onto your flowers, they can be onto your little sugar paste flowers, but then they can be lustered on, so they can be brushed on, they can be painted on, and we'll go through those in a minute. I'll show you how to use them. But there's another one as well, there's glitters. Now glitters, when you use glitters, that's a completely different thing. That will not cover a cake. So when you have a glitter, okay, and here's a brand here with a glitter, so let me just open, in fact this one's never been opened. And I think they're going to stop glitter altogether unless it's completely edible. Now this one isn't, this is food contact. Now I remember used to say to people, food contact, so you're allowed to sprinkle it on your cakes, but then you had to pick it off. Or actually it was only for demonstration cakes. So can you see under there, Simon? Can you see the bling?
Just a bit this way.
You see the bling, or do I need to bring it
no,
up
that's
higher?
perfect. Yeah.
Yeah. So when it's really blingy like that, okay, it's usually just food contact. But even still, and we'll use some of this as well, but even still, this will not cover the whole cake. It will actually give, what it'll do is you'll see that it's clear in places and then bits of glitter. So if you wanted to cover the whole cake and get it this rich dark green, you'll never get it like that. You'll just see the green glitter. And I'll show you in a second. Yeah, so that's glitter. And then there is edible glitters. But these are different again, these. So let me just open this one up. This is Sugar Flare, and these are the Finishing Sparkle range. And at the moment we love, so see, I don't know whether you can see it's shiny there, Simon.
A little bit toward, that's it. Yeah.
So these are just like the Faye Cahill dust, okay? So again, they're very shiny, but they're not blinging, popping, yeah? Then what other types of colours have we got? Well, we've got colours in cans. Which camera are we on, Simon?
This front one.
So we've got colours in cans, so that it can spray direct onto the cake. So we'll have a play with those as well. So these are ideal. You can spray them direct onto your sugar paste, or you can spray them onto your buttercream. I love these. These are great. We stock 2 ranges, but I'm sure there's other ranges out there. I stock PME and I stock the Colour Splash range. They're excellent as well. And then there's gels. So you get gels in tubes. Yeah. So I like stocking the Colour Splash range. I think it's a very reasonable range. The colours are great. I made a rainbow cake on Friday, showed you how good the colours are. I like the fact of the little tube, little dropper. The rainbow dust gels are excellent. They're very well known in the industry. These are absolutely excellent. The only thing I don't like about these is the little messy top, but you know what, you do get a messy top with the Colour Splash as well eventually. So this one you have to drop out. And then we also do the fractal colours as well, which are over there. But we do the fractal colours as well, which are suitable for all diets. And their colours are really very, very vivid. And then we've got paints. So in terms of paints, PME have just brought out a new range of paints. They're great. They're actually a 20ml bottle. Fabulous they are. But there's also other paints as well that we stock. We stock the Edible Art. Now this is spelt differently. It's spelt as edible. So this is spelled, it's Sweet Sticks range. We sell a full range of these as well. These I think are, how many's in here? 15 mils is in here. 20 mils I think it is in here. 20 mils in here, yeah? So paints. We also do the rainbow dust paint as well. And all these are edible. You can eat all these. And then other colours. We've got pens. So we've got pens by Colour Splash, and we've also got, where's my Fractal pen? I only sell the black and white pens now by Fractal. I did used to sell all the other colours, but I've got to be honest, they weren't that popular. Now the black Fractal Calligra pen is amazing. It's a really fine tip, and I don't know whether Simon can see that there.
Oh, just a bit this way. Oh, not that much. Stop there, yeah. Yeah,
it's a
perfect.
really fine tip, and it's fantastic, and you can actually write with it on wet sugar paste as well. It's always better to write on dry sugar paste. It is much nicer, and you don't actually stick your arm in it, you know, because I don't know if you're like me, but I sort of rest on everything when I'm writing. But you can actually write on fresh sugar paste as well, and we do that in white also, which is brilliant on black. And then we've got this new sparkle paste, which we're going to try today. This has just come out by Magic Colours. Let's see what else have we got. We've got airbrush colours. Excuse my tops, they've all been stained, but these are water based. These are brilliant. We'll have a little play with these. These are matte colours, and then which are called flow air, and then we do the metallic colour, which is called shimmer. So we'll have a little play with both. So as time goes on, we'll have a little play with everything. What else? I'm making a right mess with all my colours, and this is all I've got out so far. There's actually loads of stuff. What else? Brushes. So the types of brushes, always have a really good selection of brushes. I just save them in an empty glass pot, all different types. I just pick up as many brushes as I can. On our website, I've always got different types of brushes on there. You know what? Pick up as many as you can. You'll never go wrong with brushes. And I just have tubs of them. And then you'll see that I've got some in this bowl. Okay, so you might wonder, why are they all in this bowl? And this is bowl of corn flour for cleaning the brushes. So we'll talk to you about cleaning brushes afterwards. So they're just sat in here soaking. So that one's actually fine, that doesn't need to go in there. So we'll talk about that afterwards. And then we're going to talk about dipping solution, rejuvenator, vodka